So let's start.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to host today's event. So because we are in collaboration with NURIS, we are organizing an event called Research into Startup, NURIS support programs for researchers and funding opportunities up to $25,000 US. So today we have three wonderful speakers. The first speaker is Baymohammed Yerkeblan, Senior Manager of the Office for Work with the Innovation Community. He will talk about SciTech Bootcamp program and what is SciTech Bootcamp, who can participate, about program models, and about SciTech Bootcamp 2020, how it was, and about the experience. Also, the second speaker is Aslanjan Opashova, head of the business incubator, and she will talk about Climate Launchpad opportunities to participate in the international competition of projects in the field of green technologies. And the third speaker is Beibit Abdikenov. He is expert in computer vision and AI, and he will talk about his experience in startups and how he started his startup from research and how the process was. So, Baymohammed Yerkeblan, the floor is yours.
Sorry, Ali, just to make it clear, Yerkeblan, you will be talking about Climate Launchpad, right?
Yes, and about SciTech. Yes, SciTech
Bootcamp, and I will talk about the ABC Incubation and ABC Acceleration programs for startups. Yeah, so, okay, Yerkeblan.
So let's start. Today I would like to tell you about our two main programs. One of them is a Climate Launchpad worldwide competition, and the program of SciTech by name SciTech Bootcamp. First of all, the first program is Climate Launchpad. Climate Launchpad is the largest international competition. One second. The largest international competition of business ideas in the field of green technologies, renewable energy, sustainable food production, and environmental protection technologies. More than about 60 countries participating for this program, and more than 100 projects are also at this program of last years. So to enter the competition, submit your idea or innovation with environmental impact. And provided if you have a green business idea, or if you have a ecological project, you can also apply for this program. CLP Climate Launchpad program consists of on the 6 stages. This is the applications forms, when you can apply your registration form, mini course, bootcamps, mini course, and the national bootcamp program. Then coaching period about 6 weeks. And the national finals, regional finals, and the global grand final late October, October 2021.
Yerkeblan, I'm sorry to interrupt. You have a presentation of the Climate Launchpad,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Please share it on the screen so the participants could also see this, because you don't always catch the words, right? So if you see the picture, the numbers, yeah.
One second. So as I mentioned before, application forms are open from the 1st March and accepted until March 22. Then starts mini courses, national bootcamps program, and the coaching program, 6 weeks national finals, regional finals early mid in September, and the global grand final late October 2021. What Climate Launchpad offers for this year? Intensive coaching sessions about 3 days. University campus can serve as a testing platform depending on the project. The opportunity to present at the global grand final of the Climate Launchpad and make statement about your project at the international level, certificate of completion program, and the opportunity to show your project to the whole world. And of course, you can find new partners, investors, and different global accelerators, and they enter to the new markets. In 2021, Kazakhstan participated for the first year in a row. In 2019, the team of Haider Plat took the first place on the world final in Amsterdam. So as I mentioned before, you can apply your forms till March 22nd, and at this website, climatelaunchpad.org, and more information you can also find at this website, climatelaunchpad.org. If you have any questions, we are open. You can contact us on the below contacts. So organizers are NURIS Cluster and the Green Campus. So if you have any questions about Climate Launchpad, please feel free. Okay, I'll start next one program. The next one program is called SciTech Bootcamp, which represented by our NURIS Cluster. So nowadays we have faced the following challenges which complicate the development of technology entrepreneurship. They are lack of science-based products, lack of right skills of launching and running tech business, lack of related educational programs for future founders. So therefore we launched our new program is called SciTech Bootcamp, which provides knowledge transfer in the field of tech entrepreneurship and motivates prospective talents to launch a business. Tech entrepreneurship bootcamps worldwide. As you see, these bootcamps not only in Kazakhstan, also in Mortridge Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, Startup School by Y Combinator, and SK Lab by Skolkovo Technopark in Russia. We are here right now. SciTech Bootcamp starts here in the motivational program, and if you have any idea or if you have currently projects, you can after complete this program, you can slowly going through our pipeline to the business incubator, business accelerator, Technopark. SciTech Bootcamp is an intensive course dedicated to technology entrepreneurship for MCs, PhD students, researchers, and postdocs with STEM background. Goals of SciTech Bootcamp is development of technological entrepreneurship in the Republic of Kazakhstan. Motivate students' popularization of technological entrepreneurship, creating an educational program in the tech entrepreneurship, and networking. Up to date, we organized SciTech Bootcamp 1, and it was a 5-day long intensive program, 162 applications from all over Kazakhstan, 87 picket participants with 100% STEM background, and 20 involved speakers represented by successful entrepreneurs, startup founders, and coaches. Our headliners and speakers, you can see in the screen. So today we launched our second program, SciTech Bootcamp 2, and you can apply Registration open till 25th of March. And if you have any questions, you can also contact us. So that's all.
Yeah, I can see there is a question from Tamila. Should we apply as a group, or we can apply individually for the Climate Launchpad? So you can apply individually. There are no limits, so you can apply or whether individually and in a team as well. Okay, and as for SciTech Bootcamp, you can also apply like individually.
All additional informations about these two programs you can find, as I said before, at the website climate-launchpad.org, and our website is nurisnuyedu.kz bootcamp 2.
So I guess there are no questions and we can move further. Yerkebulan, could you please stop sharing the screen so I could share? Yeah.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Okay. Please let me know when you see the screen. Oops. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
I don't know. Good evening once again. My name is Asiljan. I am a head of a business incubator at NURIS, Nazarbayev University. And today I'll talk about our ABC Incubation and ABC Quick Start programs for startups. So before that, I would like to show you like the whole pipeline that we have at NURIS, at Nazarbayev University for a startup development journey at Nazarbayev University and beyond. In the very beginning, we have a motivation and ideation stage where we conduct trainings, seminars, guest lectures, competitions, industry challenges, such as SciTech Bootcamp and Climate Launchpad are a part of this motivation and ideation stage. The next stage, so these events, so the purpose of these events is to motivate you to create new projects, to come up with new solutions, to find people into your team, so you could together think of any ideas, right? And so you have more information, more knowledge and skills to start a startup. And as soon as you have an idea which you want to try and to make a startup of it, you can apply to our business incubation program, where we give knowledge and tools, so business knowledge and tools for startups, where we help you to form a team, where we help you to validate your idea. We help you with individual traction, so it's we provide personal mentorship, and we help you to build a prototype. The next stage is, so business incubation works with early stage startups from the stage of an idea or a prototype, and we help you to get to your first sales. And the next stage is business acceleration program, which is conducted for more mature startups who already have sales or who already have a prototype, but they want to scale real fast and who want to attract investments. And so the business acceleration program also gives you a personal mentorship. We prepare you for investments, so you have a pitch deck for your investor, so all the numbers, the financial model, etc. And we help you to scale your business. We also have a Tech Central Asia program. Like before the pandemic, we were working offline, and we were accessible to only to Nur Sultan citizens. So people had to come to Nazarbayev University and attend our seminars, instruction sessions, etc., like offline. And the Tech Central Asia was the purpose of Tech Central Asia program was to help startups in other regions and other cities of Kazakhstan, as well as to help startups in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and in Dushanbe, in Tajikistan. So this was the program, which was providing a business acceleration program for Kazakhstani regions apart from Nur-Sultan, and for cities of Central Asia. So the next step after all of our programs is like the first is the demo day, is the final day of the program, or it can be a Central Asia startup show, which is like a big, very big demo day with many sessions with investors, industry partners, funds and grants, and with media presence. And the next step after you finish our programs and you attend the demo day or Central Asia Startup Show, we help you with international traction. So we can introduce you to our partners abroad, so who provide probably soft landing programs, like they run startup programs abroad, and you can attend in their programs, for example. Or other partners programs, international startup competitions, which I will talk about in detail further. So if we talk about ABC Incubation, as I said, it's Nazarbayev University's business incubation program for early stage startups, idea and prototyping stages. So our mission is to help talented individuals and teams turn their ideas into viable business in 3 months. So you can come only with an idea or a prototype, doesn't matter. And we help and invest in talents, teams, and business ideas. So you can apply individually, you can apply as a team, we select these startups by their teams and their business ideas. So the program overview looks like this. As I said, it's a 3 months or like 12-week program, which is divided into 3 stages with selection in between. So if at the first stage we accept 50 startups, for example, only 10 startups can reach the 3rd stage, like 10 or 15 startups. So currently from March 2020, the program is conducted virtually. So we are currently conducting our 3rd virtual program. We also give financing to our alumni who reach the final day of the program. So as I said, the program lasts for 3 months, and the startups who reach the end of the program, who showed the best progress, who showed the best results, who showed that there is a demand for their product, who show that there are companies that are willing to work with them because they are interested in this solution, they reach the demo day and they have an opportunity to get a pre-seed financing from NURIS up to 2 million tenge for each project, for each startups. And we also provide additional funding from our sponsor. So we for the last 3 programs, we had only one sponsor, which was Shell Kazakhstan, and with their Shell Livewire entrepreneurship development support program, and they were giving grants for our 3 best alumni. So the startups who showed the best progress and who got the highest marks from our jury, they receive cash prizes. And this time, these prizes are 1.5 million tenge, 1 million tenge, and 500,000 tenge. Our sponsor also finances the business trips abroad, like soft landing programs, startup exhibition, contests, and tech conferences. But as for now, they only provide the online participation in different events, in programs, exhibitions, or conferences, well, due to the pandemic, as you understand. So, and the participation in the program is free to everyone, absolutely free. We get no equity in startups, like we don't take equity of your startup. We only help you to reach your first sales, to confirm the demand, to help you with networking, etc., etc. I will show you later as well. And the program is also available not only for Nazarbayev University community, but also to anyone who would like to attend, anyone in the world actually, because from the last program, in the last program, we had participants from Singapore, from France, from USA, but these people were like our Kazakhstani citizens, Kazakhs, Russians, so Kazakhstani citizens. But they were studying, they were working in other countries, but they applied to our program and participated virtually. So what we offer during the program, we help you and give you the basics of business. So we conduct trainings and seminars aimed to help you to reach your first sales and to check the demand. We provide you with individual mentorship and traction. So every week we meet with our participants, with our startups, and help them to reach their goals. So we together with startups, we set the goals for the program for the 3 months, and we also set goals for a week. And each week we meet together and see if the goal was achieved. If it wasn't achieved, then why, how we can do something different in order to achieve this goal, etc. So we basically help you with any questions you have during this journey. So we help you with investor proposal preparation. So you have a pitch deck, you have a ready presentation for investor if you need money for your scaling. We help with networking and expert support. So if there are people who are not from Nazarbayev University and they want to connect with our professors or students or anyone from Nazarbayev University, we connect them with them. And also as a Nazarbayev University subsidiary, we also have a wide networking. We have a lot of partners as well as companies and organizations, institutions. And so we can introduce you to these companies or provide you with a support letter so you could meet with them, so you could tell them about your solution and to see if they're interested in your solution. And also we provide access to our resources, NURIS resources, talent pool, DC Lab, Fab Lab. If you know, we have a digital creativity lab for designers, video makers, graphic designers. We also have a Fab Lab where we have 3D printers and some other equipment where you can, which is designed for makers who want to do things with their hands. We provide you with co-working space, with engineering expertise, because as you know, on the territory of Nazarbayev University, we have a techno park, and so we have engineers there who can also provide you with a consultation. So after the program, you come out with a team, you come out with a validated business model because you already have a pre-sales or sales. You have a ready investor pitch deck with which you can take and go to your to a potential investor. We provide funding, pre-seed and cash prizes, and we give you an opportunity of international traction, participation in soft landing programs and startup events like tech conferences, etc. So I told you about the 3 stages during these 3 months. So these are the stages. The first stage is idea refinement. So when we run these 3 months programs before that, for about a month, we collect applications for participation in the program, and we accept, we look through these applications and accept ideas for the first stage, only those ideas which are like technological or innovative projects. And so, for example, this time we received 288 applications with ideas, with projects, and we invited about 150 projects only because they were meeting the criteria of innovativeness or being a technological project. So we invited about 150 participants, and for 2 weeks we were giving them webinars, we were conducting trainings for them, and we were giving them tasks on market research and presentation preparation so they could better prepare for their presentation before the jury. And so we were given webinars and we were given tasks so they could make a research, and they could analyze their competitors, so they could to prepare a better presentation for the jury, so the jury could select them into the next stage. So by the end of this time, by the end of the first stage, only 100 startups, 100 projects submitted their presentations for the jury. And out of these 100 projects, we selected 42 projects that were selected into the second stage. The second stage is called customer discovery. It lasts for 5 weeks. During these 5 weeks, we form the startup, we together with the startup, we form a product vision, we set goals, we prepare an executive summary. Well, startups prepare their executive summary. Executive summary is a short business plan, like a 2 A4 page business plan, where they have all information about their startup, about their business, about their client, about their finances, and they have a pitch deck, like the first version of a pitch deck with which they pitch in front of the jury, or with which they can go to an investor. And we help to form a team. So after the second stage, there is also a selection where the jury listens to the presentations, listens to the progress that startups made during the 5 weeks, and we select only about half of the startups into the third stage. The third stage is the final stage. So the startups that get to the final stage, they are going through a market validation. So they work closely with their potential customers as they finish their MVP, minimum viable product or prototype, and they're making first sales. And so they also have a better version of their executive summary 2.0 of their executive summary, because they better understand their client, they better understand the product they're gonna produce, develop, so they know the functionality of this product. So they have a development plan. So after they finish the program, what they will be doing. So the development plan is a plan for like a year, the next steps after the business incubation program. And they also have a ready financial model, because we provide the webinar on financial model development, and we provide consultation, personal consultation on financial model. And so the end of the program is celebrated with a demo day. It's a final day of the program where startups present their progress, present their plans for the future in front of the jury again. We also invite other investors or interested people, like companies, media, other institutions who are interested to attend. And we'll give grants and pre-seed funding there, so cash prizes from our sponsors. And some startups who showed the best progress are invited to our ABC acceleration program, which is called ABC Quick Start. So these are the results of 5 programs. We are working so we launched our first program in January 2018. Since that time, we have conducted 5 programs. The results of these five programs are as follows. So we have received 730, more than 700 idea applications. We have received more than 300 talent applications. So I didn't mention the talents, right? Let me explain. So we accept applications not only from ideas or projects into the program, but also applications from talents, people who have some strong competences in IT development, or in coding, or in marketing, or in sales, and who don't have an idea, but they want to join one of the startups. They want to try their skills and to apply their skills in a startup, and to want to help the startup to launch on the market, to do the first sales, also to learn during this program, because talents who are joining the startup, they can also attend all our webinars, trainings, etc. And as well as personal traction sessions, like weekly sessions with mentors. So we have received more than 300 talent applications. We selected more than 130 startups, and we have, for now, we have 53 startups who graduated from our programs, and 27 startups of our alumni together, they raised about $230 US during the program. So while they were in the program, they already raised some money from investors or from funds, from grant programs. And so these are program, ABC Quick Start. And this is a program for startups with MVP, minimum viable product, or pre-sales or sales. And the goal here is to help the high-tech startups to boost their sales, because they already have sales, right? To boost their sales and or attract funding in the shortest time, like 6 to 8 weeks. So we help you with attraction of investments. So before the program, we have startups who only have a team and a working prototype, maybe some sales, pre-sales. After the program, you have a more strong and skilled team. You have a product story, you have a market traction, so you have a raised sales, and you are venture ready. So you're ready for venture financing from investors or venture funds. So here you can see the results of ABC Quick Start programs. The ABC Quick Start started in 2016, and since then we have conducted about 7 programs, and we have received more than 400 applications. We have selected more than 70 startups. That you can see, like the percent of selected startups, right? Like 70 of 400. And we have 64 program alumni who graduated and finished the program, and more than 20 startups raised together. They raised about $760,000 US in grants and investments. So here you can see the examples of our startups, successful startups. Some of them are from Nazarbayev University community, some are not. So they have come from other cities or institutions, or they were entrepreneurs already before coming to our program. And by the way, you can see the Relieve Intelligence startup here. One of the founders, or maybe like a main founder of this startup, is Beibit Abdikenov, who is going to be the next speaker. Yeah, so if you want to know more about the startups, you can go to our website and read. There is information about them, or you can also go to our Instagram page, which is NURIS /cluster. Yeah, NURIS_cluster, and you can find more information there. So here are contacts. You can email us at abc.inc@nu.kz. If you have any questions, if you want a consultation, if you don't know whether you are eligible to participate in the program, whether your idea is will be accepted or not, you can always write to us. Don't hesitate to contact us. We are always open for any consultations, for any questions, and we'll be happy to see your questions. You can also read about us on our website, nuris.nu.kz, and also yeah, so if you have questions, please email them, because I didn't change the number. The number here is this number is my colleague's mobile phone, Anarbek, who is the head of Business Accelerator. So yeah, just for your information, if you contact through this number, this is Anarbek Utigulov. He's the head of a Business Accelerator. Yeah, so that's it. I'll be happy to answer any questions if you have some. And if not, then I guess we can continue.
Maybe there are no questions in the Q&A section below. So the third speaker is Beibit Abdikenov, who founded Relief Intelligence, and he will talk about his experience.
Thank you.
Beibit, floor is yours.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Sorry, now currently I'm on the way out of the city, and therefore, because of the limitation of the bandwidth, I cannot switch on my video. My name is Beibit. Actually, I'm a NU alumni. I'm a graduate of NU. I graduated from School of Engineering this year. I got PhD. I spent 6 years in Nazarbayev University. I was a TA there. I was RA. Currently, I'm running 2 companies. One of the companies is like we launched with Professor Prashant a project related to the exoskeleton. We help people with stroke patients. And second project is it's about the video analytics, the computer vision. We identify the PPE, protective equipments in related to health and safety. In general, I started my startup career, if we say like this, in 2018, and from that time, like we got a grant in 2019 from World Bank, and currently we are on the way to finish that grant and launch our project, like the end product this year. If you come to the exoskeleton, it's related like it's a rehabilitation device, and plus it's a platform. We're using the EEG signals, I mean the EEG electrocardiogram device. You can control the exoskeleton, and we have the platform where all your movements and all the prescriptions of the doctor is written. Second project is about it's a fully video analytics platform. It's like related to the face recognition, plate recognitions, and other kind of objects. Currently in our team, like in best time before this COVID, we had like around 30 people in our team. Currently we are only 15 because COVID made a lot of difference especially in small companies, because it was a really tough time. Maybe you can ask the detailed question, but key points I want to tell is that launching your own company is very good. Like everyone wants to launch a startup, but first key point, what I want to say is that it's not easy. Everybody thinks that launching a company is easy. It's not easy. First, you should have money to pay your employees. Then second thing is that you should have, alone you cannot do anything. You should have a very strong team, and every team member should live with this project, because during first year, a different situation may happen that sometimes you are not getting the money, and you should work, all your team should work based on your, based on your motivations, that this is your project, you're gonna finish it anyway, because money is not always a matter. Matter is that you are motivated and you believe on your project. And the third thing is that every different situation can happen. Some of your key worker may leave because they might go to the master, or they can get maybe PhD, or some of your competitors can hunt them on different situation. And as a CEO, as a founder, you should be ready. And this is my key points. And I think it'll be better if you ask questions, because this way it will be easy for me to answer your questions. This is a brief introduction on who I am and what I am doing. Any comments or questions maybe? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but I see no questions. Yeah, usually it's more useful if speakers, if participants ask questions, and then it's more useful for them. So yeah, guys, Yeah, don't be shy.
Mainly I don't do, like, before I did the presentations, but currently we are not talking about my project. We are talking about like your projects, what kind of obstacles can be during your startup, especially first year. Like when you start, you always think that you are the best, but you should understand like there is also other teams that maybe even better than you, but your plans, your team, and your motivation can make you better. And maybe in 2018, when I started, I couldn't fully understand the meaning of, for example, when everybody says that only 10% of startups have survived. I couldn't understand why, but spending like 3 years, I can fully understand why it happens. Like last year, for example, during the COVID, we had like some financial problems because we couldn't get to some payments, delay in payments, and because of that reason, some of our key players leave. Not because of them, some of us leave to, for example, PhD, some go to the master, and this situation, and you should react very fast because you don't have time to educate another member, and all these things make you like, it's a kind of you are on a ocean and you are like, and you don't know where they will be, and every day it's different, and only your motivation and how you plan and how you react fast will make you better, and it will make you better than other startups. I think this is a key point. Maybe Asılcan can add some comments because she's working, I mean, more than 3 years, yes, in NURIS, and she knows all the startups, how they grow, and she can also say some key points. And actually, the university is a very good place, especially in Nazarbayev University. In my opinion, sitting in Technopark as a resident, it's the best choice because you always have a good access to some new members because the students are bright. Second, you can also discuss with professors. You can access like very long list of professors that are really experts in their fields. Then you can like get their advice for free. Actually, most of the times professor doesn't charge. You can take coffee, you can write to them email, and this is a ecosystem of Nazarbayev University makes like it's like very good thing. Like I like the ecosystem there.
Yeah, the university ecosystem is really great because you have access to professors, to researchers, to students, like very talented students, like one of the best in Kazakhstan, right? And who are very active, who are ready to participate in different projects. And there are always new ideas and people who like innovations and who are interested in all the technologies, right? And so there is an ecosystem of people who are, it's just interesting to meet them and to talk about different things. But we have a question here for you, Beibit, I guess. How many clients did your company reach in your first year?
In second project, first year we get like 2 or 3 clients. One of them is it was a free pilot. 2 is an payable pilot, but the budget, the check was not that big. Like first year, like you shouldn't expect first 2 years that you'll get. It depends on the like how you work because mainly our customers are our business is B2B, business to business, or B2G, business to governments. And first 2 years we have to show that we are better, like we are good, and you are spending on your mainly saying that on your portfolio, on your CV of the company, that you can do this, like you can show off that your expertise and you are real experts in these things, and therefore your check, your cash will not be very big. It will be mainly like small pilots with small cash, and this way you have to save your money, correctly manage the finance part, and you cannot afford like big offices and other kind of stuff, because most of the startups do these kind of mistakes at first years when they spend like a lot of money on equipment, on how to say, on salaries and on offices, this kind of stuff. Like, and as long as if you can survive first 2 years, then in third, fourth year it will be much more easier. This is a very tough and very important moment. Like if you believe on yourself, you should go. But it doesn't say that if you cannot do the startup, you are bad people. That's a bad logic. Okay.
And I would also like to explain why in the poster we talked about $25,000, and I didn't mention it in my presentation, during my presentation. Startups who finish our ABC acceleration program and who show also good results, good progress, can also receive investments from NURIS. Usually it's about $25,000. It can be more if you show really good results and really good potential in the market, but usually like the average amount is $25,000. So there's an opportunity for you. Yeah, so there is an opportunity for you actually to start from zero, from an idea, and to make a prototype, to make first sales, and then to progress, to get clients. And if you show really, really good results, you can also get like this these investments. We have like several examples of those startups who went through our business incubation program, then business acceleration program, then they received our investments. And I think Beibit startup is an example where he didn't go through the incubation program because he already had like a prototype almost ready for use, and so he just applied to ABC acceleration program straight away. So ABC Quick Start for more mature startups, and after that also received investments. So you can apply either to the incubation program if you're really at the early stage of an idea or like early prototype, but if you are mature already, then you can apply to the ABC Quick Start program straight away. And also if you show good results, you get investments. Yeah, I see there are like no questions. And yeah, so I think our audience is like researchers and students as well, right, Ali?
Yes. Also, I have one question to you. Like, could you give some tips or advice for undergraduate students, like when to start research, on which year, or how to formulate our ideas to start to some startups, like little startups?
Well, I recommend just participate in different competitions like hackathons, industry challenges, or any challenge like Climate Launchpad, SciTech Bootcamp. So you get more and more information, you get acquainted, you make friends with new people who are also proactive, who also want to start a startup, who also want to like build some lasting company. And so you meet these people, and together you can think of, you can make, or you can come up with a great solution and try yourself in our programs. Because in our incubation program, we had participants from the foundation program who like passed the first stage, the second stage, and he reached the demo day. And he also went through the ABC Quick Start. So he was only 18 years old. So you can actually start from any any age. And even if you don't have any skills like or knowledge in business, we're here to help. So our programs are designed to help you to build this knowledge, to build these skills. And yeah, or even if your startup is not, or if your idea is not successful the first time or the second time, like you can apply with a new idea. And when you apply the second time, you already have some experience which you gained during the first time. You already know details, you already know how to work with potential clients, you already know what you need to do to check the demand for this product, for this solution, whether there is a problem in the market. And so you know all these things already. And so the chance of your success like rises every time you try a new project. So don't be afraid of like failures. Failure is okay. Failure gives you experience, and this is like you can't lose experience. You can lose time, you can lose money maybe, but you can't lose experience. And for the next project, you already have this experience, you already have this knowledge, which helps you to be more successful next time. So yeah, this is my recommendation, actually, to participate in different events, in seminars, in competitions, and to meet other people and to try to make something together with them, or alone or individually, but then you can like look for the team members, for the right team members, and build a startup.
Chris, thanks for your answer. I think that there are no questions in the Q&A section here. So special thanks for the speakers who collaborated with us as a representative of NURIS to organize such an event dedicated to research, especially for researchers who want to start their own startups from their research idea, from their research area. So I think that this event was useful and will be useful for the new viewers on our YouTube channels. So the event is recorded and will be uploaded on YouTube. And I think that all students of Nazarbayev University will get these tips and will become as a great startuppers from our university. Thanks for everyone.
Yeah, can I add one more thing? We have a participant from our first program. She was a head of a laboratory at Nazarbayev. We have a subsidiary of Nazarbayev University, which is called National Laboratory Astana, NLA. You know this organization. Yes. Within our Nazarbayev University system. And she was a head of laboratory, and so she applied with the technological innovative project into our business incubation program. She is currently developing it because she needs to make some clinical studies, etc., to continue the clinical studies. But she was quite successful in her startup, but she also confessed that the incubation program helped her to overcome the fear to become an entrepreneur, to start a usual business, like a traditional business, which is not a startup, which is not technological, but which is like a traditional business. And so the incubation program helped her to overcome this fear of becoming an entrepreneur from a researcher. Right? Because she was a researcher, she was a head of laboratory, and she never was involved in business before. But our program helped her to start her traditional business as well as a startup. And we are very happy to see this change, and that we can help you to start your own businesses.
Also, there is a new question.
Okay.
From anonymous participant. So the question, are we still able to apply for ABC Incubation this year? I saw the deadline was in February.
Yeah, so we run programs twice a year. The first program, the application deadline was in February, but we also have the second program this year, which we will start accepting applications around June. So maybe middle or the end of June, we'll start accepting applications for the second program this year. Okay. I guess
Okay, thanks,
we-
Yerkeblan.
yeah.
If you have some points to add, you can.
Yes, I would like to also add some information about SciTech Bootcamp. As I mentioned before, this is a really great opportunity to generate your idea, improve your currently idea. Also, you can compare your business idea with business case, really business case, which works for business environment in Kazakhstan. Join us. It's a really great journey for all students, for all masters, for PhD. So we are also we are really welcome you in our programs from NURIS Cluster. Thank you.
Thanks, Yerkeblan.
Thank you, Ali, for organizing this event and inviting us. And good luck, and I hope to see you all at our programs.
Also, we thank you on behalf of Minister of Research and Innovations. So we hope for next collaboration on on topic of startups. Thanks.
Okay, great. We're ready.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.